Stepping from our ordinary world into the fantastical, Immersive XP explores the weird and wonderful imaginations behind a diverse range of themed experiences. From virtual reality to escape rooms to live-action roleplay, nothing is off the table. We'll take a deep dive into what makes these adventures worth attending and which ones to avoid. Join me on a journey to explore the extraordinary and meet the people who make dreams a reality. Welcome back to another episode of Immersive XP. I'm Taylor Ford, your non-binary host based in Southern California, seamstress by trade, silly little guy by trauma. Favorite fast food chain? In-N-Out. Fun fact of the week? Well, not so fun. More of a public service announcement. During the autumn season, many coffee shops and restaurants will sell food and beverages dyed with activated charcoal to get that intense black color. While for some, this may just cause minor constipation and dark stool, but many don't know the side effects. Similar to grapefruit juice, activated charcoal can reduce the effectiveness of many medications, including orally taken birth control. This is due to its special ability to reduce what the intestines and stomach can absorb. While activated charcoal is great for reducing the effectiveness of poisons, keep in mind when you take your medication in relation to charcoal. Health providers recommend taking them at least 3 to 12 hours apart depending on the person and dosage. If you're concerned, maybe skip out on those Instagram-worthy drinks for your own well-being. This week's episode is a Gimmick quest, which is any immersive experience that uses pre-existing intellectual property to get guests in the door. From the minds who wanted to create nostalgia combined with high-end chain restaurant food since 2021 comes a new collaboration. Chain and World of Warcraft have come together to create a one-weekend-only pop-up restaurant in Los Angeles called Merluck's Fell-Fired Food. Before hopping into the experience itself, I'd like to discuss the company, Chain, since they were unknown to me prior to attending. Chain is co-founded by BJ Novak, the actor from The Office, and Nicholas Kraft to create one-of-a-kind pop-up food experiences. With a huge amount of credit to a well-renowned chef, Tim Hollingsworth, Chain takes pre-existing chain restaurants and elevates the food to a culinary experience of its own. Initially, the pop-ups were hosted in West Hollywood parking lots during the pandemic without the permission of the chain restaurants they were taking inspiration from. Some examples include the Outback Steakhouse Blooming Onion that Chain called the Bustin' Onion, and the Taco Bell Crunchwrap Supreme that Chain called the Wagyu Beef Cruncho Perfecto. Each pop-up has a little takeout box for patrons to receive their food in, reminiscent of a Happy Meal box. As time went on, Chain did official pop-ups for fast food chains like Jack in the Box and McDonald's, chain restaurants such as Red Robin, Cracker Barrel, and Chili's, and crossovers with films like Kung Fu Panda, Scream, and Moana 2. They have since outgrown their rented space in West Hollywood and moved to a more permanent location in Silver Lake in early 2024. This location features an indoor space reminiscent of a Pizza Hut in the 90s and plenty of decor created from previous chain collaborations. Specifically statues of fast food chain mascots like Ronald McDonald, a disco ball Jack in the Box head, Colonel Sanders, and many more. Beyond the indoor space is a more neutral outdoor area that is ready to be decorated for any occasion. In addition to this location, they've hosted Chain Fest in Los Angeles and New York, which featured multiple restaurant collaborators. While largely considered a joke, Chain has created a cult following of people who love kitschy pop-ups that actually care about the quality of food. After attending my first Chain experience, I think I might be a fan myself. So, on to the World of Warcraft pop-up, hosted October 17th through the 19th. While it almost immediately sold out, I had an in with one of the head builders for the pop-up experience. It was incredible to hear all the behind the scenes of working to make Merluck's Fell-Fired Food come to life. Not only was the work put into it impressive, but Chain actually takes care of their art departments they hire, which is so rare and makes me so happy. After producing my ticket and receiving a wristband, I could see the iconic red neon sign with the chain logo inspired by an early 2000s Best Buy ad. Underneath, a classic McDonald's table like the one you would see in an 80s children's play place. Once entering, we were checked in at the counter featuring previous chain-to-go boxes and merch for sale. We received a buzzer so we knew when our food was ready. Walking through a massive to-go box with a Merlux Fell-Fired Food logo on it lies the retro Pizza Hut-inspired space, now with a World of Warcraft spin. Tavern-style signs, mascots dressed as Illidan, complete with horns and glowing green eyes, pictures of classic WoW characters on the wall, and even computer setup if you prefer to play the night away. Toward the back, an open bar with your first drink including a collectible plastic cup to take home. Outside, plenty of standing tables, couches, and full-length tables that included activity sheets and crayons so you can color while you wait. With the buzzer going off, it's time to pick up your very own to-go box with a full meal ready to go. Inside, a burger, fries, napkin, and a collectible pin with 3 potential designs. So how good are the food and drinks? While each drink was pre-batched for quick serving, I really enjoyed each one. The Blood of Sagaris was a green hue with coconut rum milk punch with a bit of ginger. They would also add a fog bubble on top, perfect for a misty selfie. I'm a huge milk punch fan, so this was definitely my personal favorite. If strawberry margaritas are more your speed, then the Red Heart of Corruption was for you. Blended and not overly sweet, but very easy to drink too quickly. Dusk Lily Delight, a vibrant blue cosmopolitan slushie, ran out quickly, but I got to try my friends. We collectively agreed that, while decent, was not the best. They also had a non-alcoholic Odin's Valor, a creamsicle drink that looked incredible, but I didn't get a chance to try it. They also had a fridge filled with canned regular and Diet Coke, Sprite, and LaCroix, which you could take as often as you like. For the food, the Fell-Fired Boar Burger, which included a boar and elk blended double patty, whiskey caramelized onions, pickles, comté cheese, and the secret ingredient, Fell sauce. This is all inside a sesame seed bun dyed black with activated charcoal. Remember my not-so-fun fact? Honestly, just a really solid burger. An equivalent to a great street vendor with a substantial size and perfect portions of each ingredient. The fries El Pollo Grande was the real star of the meal, with chicken salt, crispy chicken crackling, cheese, pickles, chives, fennel pollen, and fell sauce. It tasted like flavorful crispy fries covered in pesto. With the addition of the pin inside, it truly added to the nostalgia of having a kids' meal from your favorite local fast food chain. Whenever you'd like, you could head to the ice cream pickup window or the Murgle Murgle. Soft-serve salted caramel ice cream with brownie bites, blue manna shards, drizzled in molasses, and bonita fish flakes. We didn't really like this much. It had so much going on, and the fish flakes became a textural nightmare. While arriving at 6:30 and could have easily come and gone within 45 minutes, we ended up staying for hours just to enjoy the good vibes and company of nerds who love a quality pop-up. Things I liked. The attention to detail in both the theming of the food and overall decorations were above and beyond the usual one-weekend pop-ups. I also appreciated this experience was all-inclusive, so one price got you everything promised, unless you wanted additional merchandise like hats or shirts. The addition of randomized collectible pins and cups that had multiple designs added to that extra level of nostalgia, including the fact that we all opened up our boxes to find the same pin. The open bar and unlimited non-alcoholic drinks added to the ticket value, even if some drinks ran out toward the end of the evening. While you had a select arrival time when booking a ticket, you could leave whenever you like, though it was a little unclear when it closed. Things I didn't like. The art department clearly put a lot of time and energy into decorating the space with the requested green theme. When it came to the experience itself, almost all the light was also green, which meant a lot of signs and details were unreadable. Pictures and videos bathed in green light meant that the food also looked unappealing. On the surface, it looked really cool with a foggy green glow, but the attention to detail lost within the light. While I completely understand that the idea of chain is to create one meal to pick up and it will sell out no matter what, the lack of substitutions for gluten or lactose intolerant people with no non-meat options leaves out a significant number of the targeted audience. I would love to see something like this done again in the future with those people in mind. As for accessibility, the website for Chain unfortunately lacks a lot of information that would be really helpful for attendees. While events are not always hosted at their Silver Lake location, their main building is all on a single floor, both inside and outside. Restrooms are available, and there is decent space for movement and seating. With more people, this may be a bit trickier. Similar to most areas in Los Angeles, parking is in a residential neighborhood, and sidewalks are broken and steep. I witnessed someone with a mobility device have no problem navigating Chain, but getting to the entrance was a nightmare avoiding large breaks in concrete. Music playing was luckily not too loud, but the lighting and the fog could easily be overstimulating for some. While a full list of allergens were available upon request, I would love if the website provided that ahead of time. As for the audience, this event was clearly meant for 21+ adults and enjoyers of World of Warcraft, but those who didn't play had a great time with the food and company. The collectible items, though, may not do too much for you. Since nostalgia plays a huge part of the Chain brand, millennials and Gen Xers will likely love future events. As for the price, the tickets were a flat $50, which included everything described. You chose the arrival time slot so food can easily be made in batches and the bar isn't oversaturated. Honestly, we agreed that the price for the mostly delicious food, unlimited drinks, and collectible items were more than worth it, especially compared to other limited-time pop-ups. While not all Chain events and collaborations are the same price, the care they put into the food, art, and the employees guarantees a sold-out experience. As for personal recommendations, while this event is over, if you want to attend another collaboration, you'll need to sign up for text alerts on their website, eatatchain.com. Tickets sell out fast with tens of thousands of fans at the ready. For a more low-key time, Sundays are your best time to book when available. Rideshare is recommended so you don't have to deal with parking, but arriving early means you may find close free spots. Overall, Chain is a food experience unlike anything I've seen before. If you love one-of-a-kind pop-ups in Southern California inspired by the past, this is your next obsession. I signed myself up for text alerts, and you should too. Until next time, a late-night run to a local chain is a risk of returning to another plane. Check out our website, immersivexps.com, to join our free Ko-fi, which will have visuals and additional content of the immersive experiences discussed in each episode. If you are an immersive experience artist or creator, no matter how small, consider contacting us so you can take part on a future podcast. This podcast is recorded and produced by SoCal Podcast Studio in Orange County. Thanks for listening. And the Taco Bell. Why am I saying weird? This is fourth episode, which means that the recording, which means I'm going to just get tongue-tied. I could never do audiobooks. I know this about myself. Taco Bell. Taco Bell. I don't know why I start to say that just specifically when I'm reading it. I don't say that in normal conversation. Taco Bell.